Welcome to PGTV News. I'm Tina Mann.
And I'm Stephen Barnes. A bill to merge two smaller higher educational institutions into a larger school has advanced in the Florida legislature. A couple of weeks ago, we told you about the bill to bring Florida Polytechnic University under the administration of the University of Florida. The House Appropriations Committee voted to advance the bill after more than an hour debate. Representative Randy Fine, the bill's sponsor, says the average cost per degree and administrative overhead is too high at Florida Poly and New College, the other institution affected by this legislation. Fine also said that merging the schools would save the state money. The bill has been met with opposition from Florida Poly's administration and students alike, with the school's Student Government Association organizing a Stand Up with Florida Poly event to urge students to contact legislators about the bill. 150 students, faculty, and staff showed up for the event wearing purple in opposition to the merger. In addition to the event on the FPU campus, several students traveled to Tallahassee the same day to speak to legislators in person. Some opponents of the bill have pointed out that there is no cost analysis of how much would be saved by the merger. According to a House analysis of the bill, the state's cost per degree at the University of Florida is just over $21,000 and over $180,000 at Florida Poly. Florida Polytechnic's President Randy Avent disputes those numbers, arguing that they were based on 6-year-old information and saying that this year's projected cost per degree is less than half the figure reported by the House. Now, while the bill has been steadily moving through the Florida House, there is no companion bill in the Senate. Well, we touched on this a little bit last week about the opposition to this type of thing. So it's interesting to see that the bill's moving forward. We'll see how that plays out.
But with no companion bill in the Senate, it may die there. But I know that it sounds like they need to get their facts a little more together before they make that big of a decision.
Well, and I think the big thing is how much is it actually going to save to merge these two schools together? Obviously, when you start adding the figures in and lumping them together, that cost per degree is distributed over, 40,000 students at Florida University, as opposed to the 2,000 students at Florida Poly. But it's still going to cost the same amount for that degree at Florida Poly. That education is still going to cost the same amount. There might be a reduction in some overhead possibly, but that's where the cost analysis comes in.
Right, and I would hate for them to lose their reputation and everything and all their partnerships and things that they've built here in Polk County. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah. And it's another interesting to note is those figures are figures that cost the Florida taxpayer dollars.
Right.
Those are Florida taxpayer dollars per degree.